I'm here for my second visit with Cliff and Betty and their cat, Tony. Now, Tony has a bit of a problem with his little stuffed Trent Dempsey, but he's also spraying, but only into, like, electrical sockets. And not to mention, these guys still have a screen door in the middle of their house. Because Tony will, if given the chance, urinate in any room that they leave the door open. And I sent him back to the vet because I thought that his hormone levels might be off the chart because he wasn't fully neutered. That would explain the spraying all over the house and his behavior with Dempsey. I'm hoping I go in there and we find out everything's been taken care of.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Betty.
How are you? Nice to have you back.
I still got some work to do, huh?
We've had a few issues, but, you know,
Okay.
We're working on it.
All right, well, let's talk about it. We have got a cat that I sent to the vet because my hopeful theory was that we had some testosterone spiking going on. And what did we get out of that?
Turns out he doesn't have testosterone spiking.
So Tony doesn't have high testosterone levels at all.
Not according to the vet.
You tested the blood.
Tested the blood, and they were not present.
Wow, this is all a game changer. I mean, we are starting from square one all the way around. Everything we thought we knew about Tony, we don't. So it's time to take a deep breath and start taking a look at the evidence. The first thing is the video homework. Let's take a look.
What's going on in here?
I'm working on my Ninja Tony kick stick for him and just putting a few touches on it, and I'll sew it up.
Great.
He has been playing with it, and he likes the catnip that's inside the little Ninja Star, so this has been a little bit of a help.
That's great.
I moved the kitty litter box to the dining room, and Tony's checking it out right now.
Ooh.
Jackson told us that we should move Tony's old cat tree out of the master bedroom little by little, but I think we probably moved it a little too quickly, and he peed on the cat tree and on the wall.
The fun never ends around here. Well, maybe he's not this collection of strange behaviors after all. So let's take a look around the house and maybe I'll see some of it. So,
Ready?
we have 2 litter boxes over here.
Right. The minute he discovered it was here, boom, he used that predominantly.
We haven't had as much spraying in this area as we've had before.
The thing that's kind of obvious, now anyway, is that when it comes to Tony peeing around the house, it means he's got to dominate something in this space in order to feel better. And now, that litter box, not only is it new, but it has to be marked in order to say, this is mine. It was never about the outlets. What's driving him is what drives any territorially insecure cat. It's him creating this boundary around his castle because he's so insecure about those boundaries. So, you know, at the end of the day, you have succeeded in that exercise of bringing Kitty Jail forward. Because really, he's saying, not only is this secure for me, but it relieves a little bit of anxiety.
Even if he approaches it kind of with a little caution.
He does?
A little bit. If there's anybody in the vicinity, like even myself, he kind of like is hesitant, but then he'll use it.
But what have you been doing for the past 8 years every time he walks into this corner?
I sneak and check and see
We've
what
been
he's
suspicious.
doing. Yeah.
Tony's got to discover his cat mojo. He's got to walk around this house and he's got to own it. Betty can't do this hovering behavior. We have got to let him own this space. She's got to learn to step away.
I can't hover anymore. Is that what you're telling me? No more
Oh,
hovering.
I thought that was a given. Yeah.
I was actually really embarrassed. One more. Num, 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 num. I don't think I really realized that I was, you know, mothering Tony too much.
Okay, on to Kitty Jail or Kitty Lump. It was time for me to uncover the kitty bump in the middle of the bed. Now, the last time I came here, I was in the bathroom with him, and he was sitting in his litter box. One of the most fearful places for a cat to be. Because a cat who will choose to hide in their own filth is so insecure that they'd rather be in their own litter box, surrounded by their own scent. Look at Betty. The hover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I looked over to Betty as I was pulling the covers back, and she was literally looming over the top of the bed. It's all one big, very insecure, codependent-enabled package.
Hello, Mr. Boy. Hi.
I bring your little friend with me. I bring my little friend.
I don't think I really realized how much I was mothering Tony and making him even more insecure. It was definitely an eye-opener for me.
The last time, he was a petrified cat. This time, at least, he's up on the bed. He's beginning to make brave choices, but he's only gonna make as brave a choice as his people let him make, and that's where our work starts. We've got a lot more homework to do. The first thing is no more Dempsey. Let's just keep him up, out of the way. I've got something else here for you. You're used to a paintbrush, I'm sure. I would just like you to paint a portrait of Tony. I want her to make a portrait of Tony as who he should be, who she wants him to be, full of confidence. But if Betty can't change her own behavior, then this whole process is sunk. In order to get Tony taking this world and being the cat that I think he can be, I want you to keep Kitty Jail open from now on. Next time I come back here, I want to see him out and about, and I think that that's very possible. Tell me, guys, how are you?
I think we've made some good progress with Tony.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa!
We've been diligent with our homework.
Now we leave the screen door open all the time, and we started to see him come out, tail up, walk around confidently with his head up.
Tony.
Yeah. Tony's been doing this, so.
That's fantastic.
The fact that he's been so confident, makes me feel a lot better about the situation, that I can kind of kick back and not be, such a mama hen to him and smothering him like I was before.
Did you even see yourself as doing that before?
No, I didn't until you pointed it out.
Oh! Oh! She's just stepping back and letting him be Tony. And because of that, he doesn't feel that need to protect her anymore. So, with the simple addition of litter boxes and the subtraction of Betty's over-mothering, this house is spray-free. I really want to take a look at your last week's homework.
Working on my painting right now, huh, baby? Oh, Tony.
He's so sweet.
Tony has snagged Dempsey and brought him into my office.
Uh-oh, there it is.
I'm going to take Dempsey away right now. Let go, Tony. I know you're upset.
Great. Good work. You said no. No more Dempsey. Here's Ninja Tony instead. Really, really great work.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now we have Ninja Tony, who has what? The smell of catnip around him. It's a totally different association, and Ninja Tony is built completely differently. And that way, the activity is not going to continue the way it did with Dempsey. Let's move on. Our last stop was Kitty Jail. Now that's what we want to see. Good Tony. I'm gonna step in just to say hi. Hello, my little boy. Hello. He's so good. Just to see Tony accepting pets, purring, relaxing into my hand, closing his eyes. This is a cat who has changed. Yeah, actually, very different.
I'm amazed that he let you hold him.